So
Mhm.
listen, we are honoring nurses today. It's National Nurses Day, so it's fitting that today's helping hero says she was actually born to be a nurse. She's a mom of three. Has been a nurse at Danbury Hospital in Connecticut for 27 years. Recently taking on 4 different roles in the hospital to care for COVID patients in need. Please welcome Amy Llerena. Amy, good morning and big virtual hug to you. Tell us about these different roles that you are taking on during this pandemic.
Well, good morning, guys. And first, I just want to say I'm a little starstruck. I love you both. Ryan, you've been in my living room for years on American Idol, and your haircut looks great, by the way.
Oh,
Kelly,
thank you.
Kelly, I raised my kids watching you. I
Oh,
also, we're practically twins, by the way. I'm also a '70s girl. 3 kids, girl, boy, boy, and love you
Oh
both.
my gosh.
you know
Wow.
what?
Yes.
That's so sweet.
You are our hero
Oh,
for myriad reasons, but mostly not just because you're a working mom and you've raised your 3 kids, but because you are really on the front lines of this thing that we've all been dealing with, and you've been working. What? How long have your shifts been?
so 12-hour shifts. I'm so humbled to be here to represent all of my colleagues, Danbury Hospital, New Vance Health, all of us during this time. Yeah, I've been working 12-hour shifts lately in the ICU. They're very, very long days. The patients are so sick, but it's been just a very, very humbling and honoring experience to be back there at the bedside.
So
It's one of those things that, Amy, that people really, when a nurse walks in, it is the reassurance immediately when a nurse comes into the room that it's almost a release. I mean, everybody here has been in the hospital at one point or another, but when the nurse walks in, there is a reassurance and a calming, um, a, a release almost, and you must feel that. You must feel that when
Yes.
you come in.
Yes, yes. And what's been even more difficult during this time is obviously we can't have visitors. So we've been doing a lot of FaceTime with the families. And one of my roles during this experience has been a clinical liaison where I'd work with the physicians and then I would call the families and give them the clinical update and really just be the lifeline for these patients and their families during this time when they can't have their loved ones at the bedside with them.
and you talk about going back to the bedside. Is there a success story that you can share? What keeps you going? What keeps you motivated every day?
So we've had so many success stories. I can't stress enough the amazing leadership team that we have. Um, they've just been ahead of the game, getting our supplies, teaching us. We have a great education team. Laura Dickens put on a great education, a just-in-time education session for all of us who jumped back in to the bedside. We tripled our ICU capacity by 3 times its normal volume.
Wow.
So we needed the staff, and my background is ICU, and so when we had this need, um, I was nervous, of course, my colleagues, but those of us who did have the experience, we knew where we needed to be, and that was back at the bedside. And
Wow.
so they were great. The ICU team has been they embrace us every day. They help us. Um, and just so many success stories. So it's the teamwork, it's the collaboration, it's seeing these patients heal, do better. Um, I just the other day I had a patient who has been so sick, 28 days on a ventilator. We didn't know how they were going to do, and all of a sudden he wiggled his fingers And we were all in tears. It was just, oh my gosh, he's doing better. So we've had some great, great, great success stories.
Wow.
And it's,
You know,
yeah.
you said it, and I believe it. There are people that are born for your job, and you are certainly proving that you were born for this, because you are such a I mean, I feel better talking to you.
It's so funny. You know, Kelly, you mentioned that there's a comfort that happens when a nurse walks in, and I feel that with you just talking to us remotely through this video conference. That's just something so special, and magical. Thank you, and thank you to everyone that you're working with, all of the team. As a small token of our appreciation for the nurses, and specifically you, our partners Zelle have got $5,000 to give to you for anything you wish to use it for. Mother's Day gift from us, or anything you want. Amy, thank you so much for doing what you're doing every day and bringing that smile to people.
And stay safe. Thanks, Amy.
Oh, thank you both. Thank you.
You take care. And American Idol is on Sunday night, so don't miss it. We're getting close to the finale.
Sounds good. And really, to all my nursing colleagues out there and to my great leadership team, I thank you all.